Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. The date for tonight is December 7, 2024, and the time is 21:12. That's a military time. So 21 minus 12 will be 9. The time here in Los Angeles is 9:12 p.m. Okay, my topic tonight will be a long video format topic. Okay. And this falls under the so-called mixed topics on my long video format. Okay, let's proceed. The problem, I didn't write the worded problems already. I just give you the figure, and the figure will be something like this. We got a triangular lot. The dimension of the lot, it's an irregular oblique triangle. It's not a right triangle. The height of the lot is 24 feet. Height, meaning this is the vertical. If this is the horizontal, this portion here is 24 feet. And so this is 24 feet. At the middle, a certain owner of this lot likes to, construct a pathway. And the width of the pathway is just W. She's looking or she's looking for the width of W. With the given condition, this pathway here, this line here is parallel with the base. And this line here is also parallel with the base. Okay, the other dimension of the land, this portion here is L, this portion here is 1/4 L, and this portion here is 3/4 L. The L here is actually the length of the hypotenuse of the land. It was not given, okay, so it is just represented by L. The problem is, with the given condition, what will be the width of the pathway? Okay, this line here parallel with the base, and this line here is parallel with the base. Okay, so the problem is asking what will be the width of the pathway equal to. Okay, let's try to bring out the solution. To bring out the solution, we must have to construct 3 right triangles emanating from the given figure. Okay, it is just like if we try to drop a vertical line here. Am I on the camera? We drop a vertical line. Okay, so this will be the right angle portion. Then we'll try to extend this line here horizontally. Okay, then we'll try to bring out the right triangle, the first one, this one. If we try to bring out that one, what will come out will be this. Okay, from the representation, this height here, I designate that one as Y. For the meantime, we do not know the value of this one. So if I will try to bring out the first smaller right triangle, okay, it will be this. The vertical height is Y, the hypotenuse is L, okay, and in here, I will be designating the angle here to be alpha, and also here to be alpha, and in here also to be alpha. They are all alpha. This angle here is alpha, this is alpha, this is alpha, because this is a horizontal line in horizontal line, and they are actually connected with this hypotenuse. So if this is alpha, this should also be alpha, and this should also be alpha. So from the first right triangle, I designate this angle here as alpha. The next right triangle that I will bring out will be this one. I will try to extend this one. Okay, this is the right angle portion. This height here will be W, the one we are looking for. Right? So the total height of the second right triangle, if we try to bring it out, the vertical height will be y plus w, that is y plus w. And the hypotenuse will be from this point here up to this. So I place, if this is L and this portion is 1 fourth L, so from these two points here, if we try to compute the total length as a function of L, it will be L plus 1 fourth L, or that will be 5 fourth L. Okay, so the hypotenuse of the second right triangle, which emanates from this, is 5 fourths L, and the vertical height is y plus w, and this is alpha, same as this one. Third one, we don't have to extend anymore. We extend. Well, we extend this portion here. So this is the 90-degree angle. Okay. The total height here is equivalent to 24 feet. So for the biggest right triangle, the vertical height is 24 feet. That is still alpha. And the total hypotenuse in terms of L will be, from this point here up to this, it will be the summation of L plus 1 fourth L plus 3 fourths L. And that will be 1 fourth plus 3 fourths is L. So L plus 2L will just be simply 2L. So the hypotenuse of the biggest right triangle in terms of the length of the hypotenuse is just simply 2L. So in here, to compute for W, we must have to compute first for Y and L. So in here, we got unknowns here. The main concentration of the problem is we must have to compute for W, but to compute for W, you must have to compute first for Y and L. So we must have to formulate 3 equations, solving 3 unknowns to compute for W. And to bring out the relations, okay, we'll use the definition of the so-called sine function. Am I still on camera? Oh yeah. From figure number 1, considering alpha, this is opposite side, this hypotenuse. So if we try to take the sine of alpha considering figure 1, sine of alpha will be the ratio y over L. Should be the ratio y over L. We call that equation number 1. Okay. From figure number 2, considering alpha, this will be the opposite side, this is the hypotenuse. So if we try to take the sine of alpha, it will be the ratio y plus w all over the total hypotenuse, which is 5 fourths L. So it will be y plus w, okay, all over 5 fourths L. And if we try to simplify, 5 fourths, 4 is at the bottom, so we will take the reciprocal. So it will, the simplification will be 4 fifths times the quantity y plus w. The operation here is multiplication. We will place L inside. This is L. We call that equation number 2. Right? From figure number 3, like what I said, this is still alpha. The vertical component is actually, the vertical side of this triangle is actually 24 feet. And the hypotenuse in terms of L is actually 2L. So again, if we try to take this sine of alpha, and which this alpha is same as this one, right? So for figure number 3, sine of alpha will be the ratio. The hypotenuse is actually, the sine of alpha will be this side here, 24 over 2L. So this is 24 over 2L. These 2 here cancel with this, so this will become 2. So the third equation will be sine of alpha will be 12 over L. That will be equation number 3. Okay, so we are now given three equations. Okay, we'll try to equate equation number 1 and number 2. This alpha here is same as this one, so we could actually equate the value of sine of alpha using equation number 1 and number 2. So we will equate equation number 1 and 2, so the ratio y over L, and using equation number 2, that will be this quantity here. 4 times the quantity y plus w over 5L. And if you try to notice it, the operation on the right side is 5L, right? So actually, this L here cancel with this. So it seems we remove this one. L cancels, right? And we could replace this one by 1. 5 times 1 will just be simplified. And if we try to take the simplification, y times 5 will be 5y. If we try to expand this one, it will become 4y plus 4w. This is a y term. We put it on the left. So 5y minus 4y will be y. What remains on the right will be 4w. And that will be equation number 4. We will take we will equate again equation number 1 and 3. Because this alpha here is same as this one, same as this one. Okay. So using equation number 1, sine of alpha is y over L. And using equation number 3, the value of sine of alpha is actually 2 over L. And luckily, this L here cancel with this. Like what I said, L cancels. Right? So it seems we got a 1 here underneath. And we got a 1 here. Right? So y over 1 is equal to 12 over 1. So y will be equal to 12 feet. So this value y here is actually 12 feet. This portion. Oh, how could we solve for w? We have already computed for y. So using equation number 4, we could compute for w. So w now will be y over 4. Or this will be 12 over 4. And y is equal to 3 feet. So the width of the pathway will be equal to 3 feet. 3 feet. Okay, that's it, guys. That's how we attack the solution of this problem by using out or by bringing out multi-triangles indicating the unknown parts and the known parts. Then we'll try to derive the equations that will lead us to the answer. Okay, good evening from Los Angeles. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. This is a good problem under the so-called concept of right triangles and the definition of trigonometric functions. Good evening from Los Angeles.